So we're going to use the TRX to do core and some other parts of the body. Anything you do with the TRX is whatever muscle group you're working plus core. Here's how I'll show you how in the first maneuver. So right now I'm going to grab both grips. I'm going to lean back. I'm going to keep my perfect plank, perfect vertical form, chin retracted, blades retracted. My palms are going to be down, and then I'm going to twist and pull my palms up as I bring my elbows past my torso. I'm holding my plank, I'm not deflecting at the bottom, and I'm not leading with the pelvis or the abdomen at the top. I'm holding my plank perfectly the whole time. And try to do to near fatigue, where you get to at least 1 or 2 left in the tank. Okay, we just worked against flexing, using our core to fight flexion, which would be an anti-flexion maneuver. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a push-up using the TRX, but I'm going to do so and fight anti-extension. I'm going to fight hyperextension. I'm going to use this one. It's already preset here. Okay, I'm in a push-up position. If I was doing a push-up on the floor, my fists would be mid-chest. Okay, so I'm going to simulate that at an angle. Pretend like there's a ramp in front of me. My feet are wide out. You could be on the balls of the feet, or you could stretch your calves and do it with the heels down. Either way, mid-chest, sending my torso up and back. I don't let my body weight pull me into stretch, and I don't rest at the top by hyperextending my elbows. Constant status and movement. Okay, that's both chest, tricep, and anti-extension. Okay. Another thing we use the TRX for is some postural combinations. So here I'm going to do something called a face pull. I lean. I keep the handles head high, and as though I'm opening up a large book, I'm going to put my nose right in the binding, but I'm going to keep my chin retracted, blades retracted, keeping my plank, pulling face high. This is called a face pull. It works the upper portion, the rear of the shoulder here. It lines up the external rotators in the rear delt and pulling the arm back. It also helps with the mid-back, the mid-trapezius rhomboid region as well. Okay, we just did a pull maneuver. Now we're going to do a push maneuver. Okay, I'm going to do the same setup that I did before, where I'm on the balls of the feet, or if I want to get a calf stretch, keep my heels down. But what I'm going to do is, in this angled position, I'm going to do, with my feet apart, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do kind of like a breaststroke in slow motion. If I want to make this more difficult, I'll increase my angle or I'll reach further and span wider out. Want to make it less difficult? I'll have a shallow angle or I'll just do small circles. Okay. Okay, we just did a push-based maneuver. Now I'm going to do a pull. Okay, so last one we did with the elbows bending, coming up. Now we're going to do almost like a curtain opener. We're going to go just like this, straight out. Okay, about face high, or actually a little bit lower, about shoulder high. Coming out, keeping my plank. This also works the postural muscles of the upper back. At the same time, I'm holding my core, I'm holding plank. Okay. Right after you do that, you go right back into the same maneuver we just did, that breaststroke maneuver. See my feet a little better on this one, I think. Okay. My feet are about shoulder width apart as I'm doing this. Okay. Slow. Okay, you can press pause in between each one of these exercises. Another one we do is it's like a high V raise, or a Y position. Same thing, I'm gonna hold my plank I'm gonna do more of a shallow angle. This is more difficult to do, especially in the straight arm position. I'm gonna come straight up like this. This works the lower trapezius muscle back down there to try to bring the blades back and down. It counters the upper trap, which tends to hunch us forward. Okay, keep your plank. Don't send the abdomen first. Don't deflect at the hip on the way down. Okay, so we just worked in the front and the sagittal plane, fighting against this and this with our core. Now we're gonna do something that helps in the rotational plane and in the side plane. First, the rotation. We grab two handles right here, hold them. Make sure you're not in front or behind the anchor point. I'm lined up nicely. So bring this right to the center of the sternum, both handles grip together, center of the sternum. Go out till you run out of real estate on the cord. Angle in a little bit, outside leg in front of the black cord, inside leg behind it tandemly. If that's a problem, you could do staggered. Tandem right here, chin retracted. I'm only sending the arms. I am not allowing my blades to protract or retract. They're holding their position. I'm holding perfect plank. If this is too easy, I'll hang out here in more of an angle. I increase my angle. I also can hang out more in this distal part here, the farther reach zone. But either way, do it slow. Repeat the same thing other side. Both handles right to the sternum. Run out of real estate here. Angle in, outside leg in front, inside leg behind. Angle like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Send the arms straight out and back. Okay, you could pause until the next one. This one we're going to use one handle. Top of the head. Okay, we're going to run out of the real estate like we talk about. Okay, I'm going to angle in. This time inside leg in front. Outside leg goes behind it. Tandem gait, tandem stance I should say. Straight up. From the head straight up. Not in the forward plane. Straight up. Like the letter I. Okay. Slow, slow, slow. If it's too easy, make a bigger angle. Hold your plank. No side tilting this way, no compensating that way. This is an anti-side bend. I'll show you from the back. Here we am, top of the head. Run out of real estate here. Angle in. Outside leg in front. Sorry, inside leg in front. Outside leg behind. Straight up to the sky. Okay. Okay, you could pause. I'll show you an alternate that we do. Okay, alternate. One of the things I like to do is a one arm stance here. And I go ahead, let me see if I can shorten this. There we go. Okay, one arm grip like this, I side lean. I could stack or outside leg in front, either one. Actually, we'll start with just stacking. Hold my plank and stacking to make it more difficult and to work my hip abductor. I'm gonna go out like this, straight out. More difficult would be to do kind of a rainbow arc, sending my thigh while keeping the pelvis and the upper torso exactly locked. Slow half circles, front of the torso, behind the torso, sending the thigh only, keeping my plank, not bowing, okay? Same thing other side as it looks like from the back, okay? I'm going to stacked position, hold my plank, abduction exercise. After a series of that, you're out and in, out and in. What this does, not only does it help with the abductor muscle here, but as I commit to keeping my pelvis in one position, if I only send the thigh, then I have to fight rotation because my pelvis wants to turn and twist, but I'm stifling it. So this is an anti-rotation. At the same time, it's an anti-side bend. Okay.